everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube, and today I thought we would sit down for a little crochet and chat. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done one of these, and so I had a moment in this week's video that's coming out Monday where I could kind of sit back and not think about my work as much and be able to talk to you guys, so I figured it would be a great time for one of those. By the way, we are doing a how many tapestries can I make in a week on Monday, and right now I am working on one of the pieces. I think it's pretty clear what it is at this point, but here is what I have so far. This pattern is by Cody Crochet. I will link it in the description box. I talk to Cody pretty regularly on Instagram, and just what a sweet human being. Love this pattern so far. I will say how interesting it is though, because as I started it off, I never really work a top-down pattern. And so as I was starting, this part was forming and I'm doing the Ace of Clubs. I'm looking for the bottom of the club to start forming and it's not computing in my brain, and I'm thinking, am I doing this right? Like obviously I was, and then as I was going, I'm like, oh, it's the ace. So I'm working top down, which this is the first tapestry pattern I've ever worked top down, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, just thought I would share what I'm working on today. Make sure you drop down in the comments if you're gonna be working on something, what project you're working on down there. So I just wanted to lay the land for that. I'm actually working on a different tapestry piece right now. It's taken me quite some time. You guys will see on Monday when I'm talking to you about it more, but basically I cannot work on that piece and focus on talking with you guys at the same time, so I decided to switch to a little bit of a simpler piece for right now, just while I chat with you guys. Then I'll go finish that one, then, you know, I'll ping pong back over here. But that's kind of just where I'm at right now. Basically, if you haven't been to a crochet and chat with a friend before, all we do is work on a project, bring a drink, bring a snack with you, hang out with me. We'll chat about crochet stuff, we'll chat about whatever else is on my mind, all that kind of thing. So if that sounds good, go ahead and stick around. I do have a few of these now. I believe this is either 5 or 6, something like that. I don't know. I have them all in a playlist, so I'll link the playlist below if you want to get caught up on some other ones if you enjoy this style of content. Anyways, just thought I would get all of that out of the way. Today I am just drinking a Podium, which is my electrolyte drink I like. I just put it in my water, very simple. Need to catch up on some water intake, so I'm drinking this. It's really funny because on Monday I will share with you guys in the beginning of one of my clips that I had a day where I was super anxious and not feeling well, and I'm in that video pouring myself an Alani Nu with 200 milligrams of caffeine. But to be fair, that day I did feel a lot better. It was just the previous day I was feeling like very anxious and a little overwhelmed. Luckily though, today I feel 100%, but yeah, I am just drinking a water. But that's my drink today. Other things I'll go over, so in case anyone asks, this is my Noro baby tee I made. It is a freehand. Unfortunately, I don't have a pattern for it, but essentially it is a top-down raglan shirt, and I just didn't put sleeves on it. So that's essentially all it is, in case you are interested in making one. This is, I forget how to pronounce the line of Noro yarn I use, but I'll link it. I talk about it all the time, so if you've been here, you already know the gig. But anyway, that's what I'm wearing, and then I just paired it with some overalls. I am doing my best to incorporate my crochet into my wardrobe more often, and so yeah, this is a easy way for me to do it. I love wearing overalls like this. Pairing it with this shirt was just perfect, and the colors really match. Oh, and my project screen, which I didn't even realize, so it's a very green day over here. But anyways, let's just hop right into it. First thing I wanted to talk about was, of course, one of the biggest parts about these crochet with a friend videos, and something I love the most about them. I feel like there's always a lot of comments in the comment section, which I love. I love catching up with you guys, and these videos tend to be a really good way to catch up, talk about how we're doing, what we're making, all that good stuff. So don't forget to comment your project. Let me know how you're doing. How's this week been for you? Like I said, this week has been a little bit overwhelming for me. Today, I am definitely having a better day, but just had a lot of high anxiety for whatever reason the last couple of days. Part of me kind of thinks it's because I had pretty bad nightmares the last couple of days. Unfortunately, I tend to go through phases. Oh, hold on. I need to pull the pattern out. That might be very important. Okay. Now I'm good. I pulled the pattern up. I moved you down just a little bit so you can see my project a little more in case you're interested. But what I was saying was basically I go through these phases and I'm not entirely sure why or what brings them on, what causes them, where I just have night terrors for multiple nights in a row, and I'm just kind of in one of those phases now. I did have one last night too, but it wasn't as bad as like the previous 2 nights. I had very, very bad nightmares, but sometimes when I wake up, it kind of will like set the mood for the rest of my day, which I hate to say because I really try my best to not let it affect my day or anything like that. But of course I am human and I can only do so much. And so sometimes I really am just, I think, affected all day by, you know, a nightmare I had or something like that. I think that could be the reason for why I was so anxious yesterday and stuff. But anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent and not exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. But one thing I did want to say is I wanted to give my first update on the community project. So I went down to the post office today and I picked up my first batch of squares. So there was already some squares down there for me to pick up, which is just so exciting. I'm so glad that people are already sending in squares. You guys are cranking them out so fast. I'm so impressed considering I just think, well, yeah, today when this video goes out, it'll be exactly 1 week. So that was really fun and exciting. I'm so excited to see how many squares we get by the end of this 2-month period to make something. So that's really, really exciting. I just feel like it's Christmas now every time I go to my P.O. box. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you if you have already sent a square in or squares or planning to. I just really wanted to let you know that I'm appreciating it and it's really fun for me to go pick them up. So thank you so much on that. But in case you've missed it, we are doing a community project. I need to make a proper post on Instagram about it and the community tab, but unfortunately with this week's video, I just have had no time to do stuff like that. Someone's commented on these tapestry videos I make before and been like, how do you get this many done in a week? When do you sleep? When do you do this? And honestly, I don't. These are very unrealistic weeks of my life of crocheting. I just simply do these to challenge myself, and while I do usually have other things going on during these videos, I do try to make my time that I'm working primarily crocheting for these tapestry videos. So it's a very unrealistic work week for me. I definitely do not usually get this much time to sit and crochet, and I don't choose to sit and crochet this much because honestly sometimes it does get a little bit painful how hard I have to work to get all these tapestries done. It's always like really fun at the end of the week to see all my progress and all my work, but the piece I'm working on now is a monster. I didn't realize it was going to be this big. Again, that's my fault. I don't read the final measurements for tapestry pieces because I feel like it's going to be whatever size it's going to be, but I will say that this piece definitely surprised me in size. So yeah, it's definitely taking up and eating away at a little more time than I anticipated it taking me. So I might have to pivot some of my plans for the week, but we'll see what happens by Monday and see how fast I get this edited and I'm able to get back to work. But I did just really want to film this video because I just really love doing these crochet and chat with a friend videos. And so I wanted to prioritize this video over getting a little bit more work done. But like I said, right now I'm in a place where I definitely have some time to sit back and chat with you guys and just catch up. Something really fun that I wanted to talk about and catch up with you guys is that I got the opportunity to meet 2 other crochet YouTubers and people in the community that I adore just completely. So the first one I met, and obviously you guys know, is Camryn. So Camryn from Camryns Cute Creations. I talked about it in the studio vlog, but her and I got a chance to meet over a live and just talk about some things with you guys. It was really fun. I had a great time being one-on-one with her, and I feel like I got a chance to really kind of get to know her more than just through a video, and so I really did enjoy that. And then just honestly being able to connect with you guys was really fun, and I did have every intention of honestly doing a live this past Monday over on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll pop my Instagram handle here. It's Blondie Knots over there. But like I said, I was just feeling anxious, and anyways, I didn't end up doing a live, but I do have plans to do a live. And I think from how everyone voted on Instagram, Monday is the ideal day. A lot of people didn't care, and then the second most vote was Monday. So probably try to do those on Monday. I think that would be really fun to do with you guys. So connecting with you guys over there and with her was fantastic. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to do that. Just meeting someone else in the crochet community is so cool and so fun. And I've met a lot of people just through DMs and things like that, but never face to face is a weird way to put it when it's on a camera, but never like that. So that was really cool. I'm so glad I got to meet Camryn. She is as amazing as she seems in her videos. And I just really enjoyed our meeting. And then the second person I got to meet in this same week, actually. So I met with Camryn on Wednesday, but that Monday before, I met with Larissa, or you may also know her as Refined Vibes. So she has actually a Patreon that they meet up on Mondays on Zoom, and they catch up or talk about whatever they're working on. And from what I understand, from what she has told me, that particular group meets up a lot, and then she always comes on Monday, but then she does try to pop in here or there, I think during the week, if I understood correctly. But anyway, she was so kind to invite me to her Zoom group, and so I met up with them, and that was also very fun. She is so sweet. She has a really nice community of girls over there, and you can tell that they are just so close. It's really cool, and it's very neat that she has built that community with her Patreon people. I think that's awesome. They chat like they have known each other forever. So it was interesting being a newcomer, and I did a lot more, like obviously when it was Camryn and her and I were just one-on-one talking with you guys, so I did a lot of the talking on that. But on the Zoom call with Refined Vibes' Patreon group, I definitely did a lot more just listening and sitting back, which honestly I actually really enjoy. Sometimes I don't always, need to be the one talking or giving input. I can just like nod along and just listen to everyone else, chime in here or there. But it was very fun just to be a part of that too. It was also awesome to meet her. She's so funny. I just genuinely love her. Like, I think she's such a good person, and she's just so sincere. She's so real. I feel like as a crochet creator, I also love that she does not censor her language whatsoever in her videos. And I'm sure if you watch her and you know her, you know that about her. That's something really like funny and unique about her, and she just cracks me up. So I just listened in on theirs a lot, and I know she's moving soon, and so we did chat a little bit about that. But yeah, she's someone who I feel like, of course, like it was nice to connect with her in the Zoom and everything, but I honestly feel like if we were on a one-on-one call too, her and I, like, we could chat forever. She's just that type of girl. Like, she's so wonderful. Both of the girls were so wonderful. I'm so glad I actually got to officially meet both of them, talk to them, more than just through DM or, commenting back and forth on each other's stuff. So that was really cool. And I feel just really honored to have been invited over to her Patreon, because obviously, Patreon people pay to be on there. It was just so kind of her to invite me into that group. She said they're all super wonderful and they're all very supportive of each other, and I definitely caught that vibe from being a part of that Zoom call with them. So yeah, they definitely have a lot of fun over there, and I'm glad they all have that. I think that's so cool, and definitely something inspiring to look into doing of my own too. But I just definitely wanted to share with you guys that it was really cool to meet both of those girls. It was really cool to connect on a different level with other crocheters who are in this community who produce content, because I feel like we're all very much like in the same boat in a lot of stuff. And so it's just a really cool experience, and I'm so grateful to both of them for having me. I will link both of their YouTube channels too. I'm sure you probably know of or follow either one or both of the girls. But anyways, in case you don't, I'll definitely link their channels in the description box because I think they're absolutely both worth a follow and they're both lovely people. Working on this project, I just seriously feel like I am cruising through this because the distance I have to go across is so much shorter. The project I'm working on right now, which you'll have to watch Monday's video to see, it's over 100 stitches wide, so it's over double this, and it's just so nice to like hit the end of the row so quickly. I'm like cruising through this pattern, which is great for a how many tapestries can I make in a week video. So we'll see how many I get done. Very nervous to see because today is Wednesday and I feel like I'm not in a place with it that I'd like to be right now, but you know, however many I get done, I get done. I'm kind of thinking of pushing one off into the following week and making it in a studio vlog and then just sharing other stuff with you guys in that studio vlog too. I have some other cool, you know, things I love to share with you and stuff like that. So maybe I'll do that, but we'll kind of see how quick I get these all done because I think for that last piece, I would at least need 2 days to do it, but we'll see, maybe even 3. I'm afraid to estimate that I could get it done in 2 and then it ends up being 3 days. So we'll see, I'm not sure. I also really wanted to say I feel so good about being back to recording all crochet content. I definitely missed making creative crochet videos over just like my moving stuff and the room makeover and things like that. I feel very much like back in the element. And I have so many video ideas planned. I think I've planned all of August is absolutely planned out. And then I think I have most of September planned. And then October, I'm booked, I feel like. Especially now with the community project. Oh my goodness, I feel like we're going to have a lot going on in October. But definitely really looking forward to just the fall months in general. I have a market coming in September is actually my next market. So it's over a month away. I might need to do some market prepping videos with you guys. I didn't schedule those in. Okay, I might have to rework the schedule a little bit because I will need to market prep. And I'm wondering if I'm going to bring pumpkins to my September show. So all my market people out there, comment down below if you're bringing any pumpkins or fall themed things to a September show. I wish I could tell you when in September it is, but if I had to guess, I think it's either the 21st or the 28th. So it is actually at the very end of October, which is at the very end of September, which is actually good. So I think I could possibly get away with bringing pumpkins and stuff, but let me know if you're doing any September shows, if you're bringing pumpkins to your shows. All right, introducing green back into the mix here. I'm kind of tempted to make all these playing cards because this pattern that Cody has, I think he calls the pattern 4 of a kind, which is so cute. You do get all 4 suits within the one pattern purchase, which is really awesome. So you don't have to like pick up front which one you want to make. You kind of can decide obviously once you get it. But like how quickly this is going has really made me want to make all 4 of the playing cards. I think that would be kind of fun and cute to like have a section of my wall where I have all 4 of them, but kind of running out of wall room, I'm not sure. Also, these would be really fun if you had some type of game room or something to put them in, or you had someone close to you who plays a lot of cards, stuff like that. This is a really easy, quick make, I think, for someone like that. A question I get a lot, speaking of like making this for somebody or whatever, if you were, is if I sell my tapestry pieces, and the answer is no, absolutely I don't. I mean, I would be open to it, I think, if the right person maybe came along to purchase them, but the problem is something like this piece I'm working on now. I didn't time myself, but probably if I had to guess, a rough estimate on that piece could probably be 16 hours. That's probably like generous. It's honestly probably going to be more than that by the end, but 16 hours worth of work plus your material costs and shipping if it wasn't someone local. To ship a tapestry piece in a box would scare me because I'd be afraid of the wooden dowel breaking, and so then you'd have to buy a certain box. Also, if it's a large tapestry piece, then you have to buy a really certain type of box. It's not something you can like put in a poly mailer and send out. I just thought I would say that for anyone who asks, like if I ever sell my tapestry pieces, the answer is no. Especially like this butterfly, that one took so long. I can't even imagine how much I'd have to sell it for to make it worth my while to sell. So yeah, I don't make tapestries to bring to shows, and I don't make them to sell. I suppose if I had a lot smaller pieces that I really liked making, I could make those for shows and bring them, but I am not currently doing that. I'm also needing to switch up my inventory for market season now, since we will be heading into the fall months, which is kind of fun. I do like to switch up my inventory. I know maybe some people don't do that, but since I don't only sell plushies, I sell a lot of purses and handbags, wearable pieces, stuff like that. And then I do also do kind of themed plushies per season, except for chickens. I almost always have the chickens, and then I will switch out everything else for the most part. I need to figure out what kind of fall plushies I want to bring. Obviously, we've discussed the pumpkins. We'll do those. And then some other Halloween market prep items. I think I'm going to do a video talking about what I think I'm going to bring for market prepping items. But if you have any good fall suggestions, my other market vendors out there, if you have any other good fall suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Best sellers of yours for fall, what you like to bring that's fun and unique at your booth. I'm always looking for something fun and unique. Emphasis on the unique. I really try to make my booth different. And then I also need to buy a new table runner and just, yeah, really fallify my market booth. I feel like it's been forever since I've done a market now at this point. I did miss my last two markets, which really stinks because they were both expensive markets, but the one I think I told you guys got rained out, and then the other one was in the middle of my move. And I really thought that we were, well, first of all, I booked this market in the beginning of December. And so obviously I didn't realize we were going to be moving. So anyway, basically the move and the show ended up kind of being within the same week of each other, and I thought I'd be able to manage it, and then it just didn't work out. And so I ended up not going to that show, and then that was kind of my only other show for July. I feel like it's been a long time since I've done a show, and that's because it kind of has been a long time. So I'm feeling like a little bit rusty, but I'm also feeling really excited and motivated and ready to go again with shows. I feel like I honestly, if I'm being completely candid and honest, I think I got a little bit burnt out on markets in the spring, because spring and right after Christmas and stuff is just a really hard time to be a market vendor. It feels like, it seems like that's been my experience this year with it. It was really difficult. I wasn't making the best money at shows. Of course, it's hard to compare it to when you have Christmas, and Christmas time is crazy busy and every show is a banger, but it was feeling very discouraging to say the least, if I'm being honest. By my last spring show there that I went to, I was really kind of feeling discouraged, burnt out, like I said, not very motivated. And honestly, I feel like that break was kind of necessary for me to feel excited again about markets and shows. Just a reminder that it's totally okay to take a break from shows if you need one, so you can come back being your best self, having exciting inventory, having fun inventory, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm actually very grateful for the break, because like I said, now I'm just going to come back better and come back feeling more energized about selling my work and all that stuff, and also just feeling motivated to switch out all my inventory and do different things, change up my sign, because my sign is very set for spring. So yeah, I'm feeling very excited. I'll try to actually incorporate more market videos a little bit when it comes closer, just prepping stuff, what a week looks like with me doing that. I completely don't know how I forgot about that when I was lining up my videos for the next like month and a half, but I definitely would like to share more of that with you because I know quite a few of you are market vendors or would like to be market vendors. So it's fun to just share those videos with you guys and just some personal experiences. But yeah, really looking forward to the fall and obviously winter season as well for shows. So that's really exciting. Also though, my market vendors, if you're listening in, how was your spring season? I would just like to hear just from other people. If you're comfortable sharing, you don't have to obviously put numbers. I don't share numbers of totals, but if you want to share your experience this spring with markets, did you have a good season? Was your season weird? I don't know. It's just fun to chat about shows and how they went and just comparisons, and obviously different people in different areas are going to have way separate experiences at markets. Maybe it was just the shows I was doing, maybe it was the weather. A lot of times it was very rainy. It gets very gloomy here, like April showers is real out here in Virginia, so maybe that played a lot into it too. But yeah, I just like to pick your brain a little in the comments and hear about how your shows went. But yeah, I think with that I'm going to wrap this video up. I made quite a bit of progress here on my project, and I kind of need to get back to my big mama project over there. But I just really wanted to, like I said, sit down and craft with you. And by the way, I have another development on this playing card. My silly brain, it's not working top down because as you can see, we're forming the giant club here. So that was just the ace upside down. So my apologies. This is written completely the same as every other type of tapestry pattern. I don't know why I figured it was going to, I don't know. I just wasn't thinking, I guess. So this is where I'm stopping with this today. I hope to see you guys on Monday for that final how many tapestry projects can I make in a week video. If you want to, go ahead and put down your guesses on how many you think I'll complete that week. I'm really excited to share that video with you guys. It's so fun to do those, and I love, just like I said, sitting down chatting with you guys. It just feels like I'm really one-on-one with you in these videos, and I love that feeling. I love the connection with you guys in my community, and I'm so appreciative of each and every one of you here. So please don't forget that. If you are new here and you feel like sticking around and hanging out with me more in these crochet and chat videos, or just joining me on my other crochet adventures, hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on my uploads. Like this video if you enjoyed it, guys. Comment down below. Like I said, anything you want to talk about, I will be there chatting with you guys. It is one of my favorite things to do. And share this with your other crochet friends so we can all just sit and crochet together. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for being here. As always, thank you so much for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today. And I'll be seeing you on Monday with our tapestry video. Bye!